Hello my dear students, myself Dr. PITAMBAR HUMANE, founder Botany for You and working as Professor and Head Department of Botany, Dharampeth M Deo Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. Friends, if you are new or not yet subscribed our YouTube channel, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life sciences titles. And if you want to associate with us through the Telegram group, then the link is given in the description. Through that you can join the Telegram group and can take the advantage of the different career opportunities in life sciences in India and abroad, as well as the literature assistance in the form of PDF. If you want to contact us, then kindly visit our website www.botanyforyou.com. Friends, in our earlier two classes based on the syllabus of semester 1 botany prescribed by RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, and in today's lecture we will see the different MCQ type of the questions based on the third unit of this paper, which is completely based on the different genera from the algae. So first of all, let's see the syllabus of this unit. In this third unit, there are the life cycles of algae for four different genera, that is the Chara, Vaucheria, Ectocarpus and Batrachospermum. So we should know about the habit of the organism, then type of the reproduction, that is the vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, and all the differentiating characteristics among all these four genera, so that we can easily understand the question as well as the precise answer of the same question. So let's see the different MCQ type of the question based on these four genera from the algae. The first question, that is, which of the following algae is unicellular? If you see the Chara, then it has the central axis having the branches of limited growth and branches of unlimited growth with the rhizoids. Near about the similar type of the structure is there of the Batrachospermum, but here the branches are developing from all the sides from the nodal region, and hence there is a formation of the globular structure at the nodal region, which is known as the glomerule. And the Ectocarpus is a multicellular organism and it is a filamentous branched structure. So it means that all these three are the multicellular. But if you see the another one, that is the Vaucheria, then it is just like filamentous and having the rhizoids, but it is unicellular, as it is a cenocytic structure, that is without septum, and hence Vaucheria become the answer for this question. Then which of the following algae shows Gongrosira stage? Now this Vaucheria in an adverse condition, when form the achaenates after the septum or the septate condition of the thallus, it was looking like the Gongrosira earlier it was considered, but later on it is considered that there is not the Gongrosira different algae, but it is actually the stage of the Vaucheria, and hence the B will be the correct answer in which the Gongrosira stage is found. So such a type of the structure which is present in the Vaucheria, which is multicellular after the formation of the achaenates, that is known as the Gongrosira stage. Then asexual reproduction by Vaucheria takes place through formation of. So in Vaucheria, the asexual reproduction is formed by the Aplanospores which are without flagella, and the zoospores are with flagella. Then hypnospores, these are the thick walled spores. So all these three different type of the spores are formed by the Vaucheria, and hence D will be the correct answer for this question. Then the species of Vaucheria are, if you see the species of Vaucheria or the diagrams of the Vaucheria, you might have seen such a type of the structures, that is the male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ. So such a type of the condition is there, means the Antheridia and Oogonia, they are developing side by side on the same thallus. Such type of the condition is known as the monoecious type of the condition, when both the sex organs are developing on the same plant body. But some of the species are there of the Vaucheria in which the male reproductive organ, that is the Antheridia, and the female reproductive organ, that is the Oogonia, they are developing from the different plants, and such type of the condition is known as the dioecious condition, and both the conditions are found in the Vaucheria, and hence the answer becomes C. Then vegetative reproduction in Chara takes place by means of, in Chara, from the nodal region there is formation of the amylum stars. Then again secondary protonema is also formed by the Chara. Then amorphous bulbils, that is a bunch of small bulbils which are developing either the nodal region of the axis or even the rhizoids. So all the above become the answer for this question. Then how many shield cells are covering the entire globule of the Chara? Very simply, you might have seen the structure of Chara such like, and in which we are observing near about such a type of the condition. So this type of the condition is the morphological condition in which here there are such type of the cells are present to the outer covering. Now this outer covering is actually made up of the shield cells, and these shield cells are actually 8 in numbers, and hence B will be the correct answer for this question. Then antheridial filaments are directly developed from. So if we see the VS of the Antheridia or the globule, so in which there are the manubrial cells, and from the manubrial cell there is a development of the primary capitulum. From primary capitulum there is development of secondary capitulum, and from secondary capitulum then there is development of branched or the unbranched antheridial filament. It means that the antheridial filaments are developing from the secondary capitulum. The 5 free cells present at the top of nucule in Chara is called as. You might have seen the structure of Chara, which is encircled by such a twisted cells which are wrapped around the nucule, and they are free in the top of the nucule, and these cells are known as the corona. So B will be the correct answer for this question. Then how many plants are formed from each zygote in Chara? Specifically in the theoretical question also, the post fertilization changes of the Chara is asked in the examination. What is the reason behind it? Because when there is a presence of a single zygote which undergo the meiosis, and after the meiosis there is formation of 4 spores, of which the most active transported to the apical part, and rest of the 3 will degenerate, and hence this develops only into the plant or the Chara. It means that only one organism will be formed. But if we see the similar type of the condition in the other algae, after the meiosis in the zygote, there will be the formation of the 4 meiospore, which later on germinate into the 4 plant. So this is actually the difference in between the other plant and the Chara in the post fertilization changes. Then Wanderplasm formation is a characteristic feature of. So Wanderplasm is the structure which is present in the oogonia of the Vaucheria. Then which of the following is not involved in alternation of generation in the Ectocarpus? In alternation of generation, the haploid condition must be alternate with the diploid one. So the unilocular sporangia is responsible for the formation of haploid zoospores, while plurilocular sporangia is responsible for the formation of the diploid spores. So it means that the diploid, on the diploid plant body, it will only multiply the diploid plant body, but after the germination of the unilocular spores, spores from the unilocular sporangia, they will germinate and form the haploid plant body. Because in the Ectocarpus, there are the two types of the plant, that is the sporophytic plant and the gametophytic plant, which are exactly similar to each other in a morphology. And hence, as the plurilocular sporangia is only involved in multiplication of the sporophytic plant, it is not involved in the alternation of the generation, while the unilocular sporangia and the gametangia are actively involved in the process of alternation of generation. Then which of the following is responsible for the formation of haploid zoospores or meiospores? So if you see the diploid plant body, on which there is a formation of the unilocular sporangia, in which there is a formation of meiospores which are haploid. So the answer becomes now the unilocular sporangia, while in the gametangia there is formation of the gametes or isogametes. Then formation of Chantransia stage is a characteristic feature of. The Chantransia stage character is of the Batrachospermum. After the germination of the spore, there is a formation of the new plant body, and that is known as the Chantransia stage, which is involved in the asexual reproduction by means of the monospores. Then formation of unilocular and plurilocular sporangia is a characteristic feature of, as earlier we have seen, that when there is a diploid plant body, again there is a formation of either the unilocular sporangia or even there is a formation of the multilocular sporangia on it. So the sporophyte will be the correct answer for this question. Then presence of node and internode in thallus is a characteristic feature of, as we have seen in the first question while discussing the thallus of the Chara and the Batrachospermum, in which there are the node and the internode, and hence both A and B will be the answer for this question. Then asexual reproduction in Batrachospermum is by the formation of, earlier we have seen that there is a formation of the monospores by the Chantransia stage, which is the asexual type of the reproduction, and hence C will be the correct answer for this question. Then branches of limited growth forming globular mass on each node called as I told you earlier, from the nodal region in the Batrachospermum, there is a formation of the branches of limited growth from all the sides of the nodal region, and in this way there will be the formation of spherical structure around the node, which is known as the glomerule, and hence B will be the correct answer for this question. Then narrow, slender, colorless distal part of the female reproductive organ of Batrachospermum is called as. In a Batrachospermum, the female reproductive organ is such like, here there will be presence of egg, and this is the hair-like structure which is present at the terminal end, that is known as the trichogyne, and hence C will be the correct answer for this question. Then haplobiontic type of the life cycle is found in. The characteristic feature of the Batrachospermum is that there is a presence of the haplobiontic life cycle. Then gonimoblast filaments are, after fertilization in Batrachospermum from corposporophyte or the zygote, there is a development of the new filaments, and that is known as the gonimoblast filament, and that gonimoblast filament are the haploid because they are formed after the meiosis in the zygote. Then which of the following stage is responsible for the formation of monospore? Earlier we have seen that the Chantransia stage is involved in the formation of the monospore, and hence A will be the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following algae belongs to Phaeophyceae? The member of Phaeophyceae is Ectocarpus. Then which of the following algae belongs to Rhodophyceae, that is the red algae, that is the Batrachospermum. Then which of the following algae belongs to Xanthophyceae, that is the Vaucheria. Then which of the following algae is also known as the stoneworts, as there is a calcium carbonate deposition on the cell wall of the Chara, it is also known as the stoneworts, and hence B will be the correct answer. Then development of stipules among the branches of limited growth and unlimited growth is a characteristic feature of. The branches of limited growth and unlimited growth are found in Chara as well as the Batrachospermum, but the presence of stipuloid is only the characteristic feature of the Chara and not the Batrachospermum, and hence A will be the correct answer for this question. Then unicellular outgrowths that arise from the basal node of each branchlet is called as. So such a type of the unicellular outgrowth that arise from the basal node of each branchlet, and that is known as the stipuloids. Then each shield cell arise rod shaped cell known as. Earlier we have seen the structure of globule, in which there are the shield cells to the outer side, and from the shield cells here there is a development of such a type of the cells towards the center, and this is known as the manubrial type of the cell or the manubrium. So C will be the correct answer for this question. Then after fertilization, the oogonia is also known as. The itself oogonia is known as the oosphere, and the zygote is known as the oospore. After fertilization in the oogonia, it will convert into the zygote, and hence it will be considered as a oospore. Then gametangia in Ectocarpus are formed on. Naturally, the gametangia is involved in the formation of the gametes, and the gametes forming body will be the gametophytic or the haploid, and hence the haploid plant body will be the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following type of reproduction is carried out in Ectocarpus? In Ectocarpus, the type of the gametes which are formed by the gametangia, they are biflagellated and almost similar to each other, and hence it is a isogamy. But if we see the behavior of these gametes, in which the female remain at one place and the male gametes are moving towards the female gamete, and such type of the condition is known as the physiological anisogamy, and hence C will be the correct answer for this question. Clump formation is the characteristic feature of. If you see the female gametes in the Ectocarpus, the many male gametes are encircling to it for the reproduction or the fusion, and this is known as the clump formation, which is the characteristic feature of the Ectocarpus. Then which of the following algae is commonly called as frog spawn? If you see in the water, the frog lay the eggs in such manner. And if you see the structure of Batrachospermum, which is the branched structure having the glomerulus structure on it, because of the development of the branches of limited growth from the nodal region, and hence it looks like the frog spawn, and hence it is known as the frog spawn. So the answer becomes C. Then dominant phase of life cycle of algae is, if you see the algae, fungi and bryophyta, then dominant phase of the life cycle is haploid, while pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperm, dominant phase of the life cycle is sporophytic. So the answer becomes A. Then which of the following algae form non-motile male gametes? The non-motile male gametes are formed by the Batrachospermum, which are known as the spermatia. Then the gonymoblast filaments bearing the carposporangia together with the carpogonium constitute a characteristic fruit body known as. So this is known as the carposporophyte. Then plurilocular sporangia of Ectocarpus forms. Earlier we have seen that the plurilocular sporangia is responsible for the formation of the zoospore, and these zoospores are diploid, and hence diploid zoospores will be the correct answer. In Ectocarpus, which of the following pigments are present? In Ectocarpus, there is a presence of the chlorophyll A and the B, xanthophyll and fucoxanthin, and hence all the above become the answer for this question. Then which of the following algae found in the epiphytic condition? Very commonly the Ectocarpus grow as a epiphyte, that is on the other plant in the water body, and hence C will be the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following statement is correct for Chara? Globule is present below the nucule and nucule is present below the globule. If you see this structure on the nodal region, in which there is a development of the globule and the nucule. So it means that here the globule develops below the nucule, and hence A will be the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following algae is also known as the musk grass? The smell of the chara is typical like the musk, and hence the chara is also known as the musk grass. Earlier we have seen that the chara is known as the stonewort. The rhizoids of chara are, if you see the rhizoids of the chara, they are such like. It means that they are multicellular, having the oblique septum, and hence both A and B become the answer for this question. Then which of the following algae produces sex organs with exceptional to algal characteristics? Now chara, Ectocarpus, Batrachospermum and the Vaucheria. If you see the sex organs of the chara, then they are encircled by the sterile cells, which is not the characteristic feature of the algae, while in the Ectocarpus, Batrachospermum and Vaucheria, the sex organs are not encircled by the sterile cells, and hence the chara will show the exception to this sex organ algal characteristics. Then chara is also known as, earlier we have seen that the stoneworts as well as the musk grass. even the Chara is known as the skunkweed, and hence all the above become the answer for this question. Then which of the following algae produce motile male gametes with the equal flagella? So in Ectocarpus, as we have seen, there are the presence of such type of the two unequal flagella. One is the whiplash flagella and another one is a tinsel flagella. While in a Chara, both the flagella are equal, and hence A become the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following algae is a member of brown algae? Phaeophyce is a brown algae and the member of Phaeophyce is Ectocarpus. Then which of the following algae is a member of yellow-green algae? So the member of yellow-green algae is Xanthophyce and the member is Vaucheria. Then which of the following algae is a member of red algae, that is the Rhodophyce, and the member of the Rhodophyce is Batrachospermum? Then which of the following algae is an example of strictly marine algae? So the Ectocarpus found in the fresh water, while the Chara found in the fresh water, while the Ectocarpus found in the oceans, and hence the Ectocarpus habit is the marine one. Then which of the following type of flagellum is present in the Ectocarpus? In Ectocarpus, as we have seen, the one flagella is whiplash and the second flagella is a tinsel type. That is, both the flagella are unequal and of the two different types, and hence both type of the flagella are present. Then which of the following statement is correct for the Ectocarpus? Anthericia are cylindrical and curved. Then Oogonia are oval and contain single egg. So here the characteristics which are given both are the characteristics of the Vaucheria and not of the Ectocarpus, and hence the answer becomes none of the above. Then which of the following type of chloroplasts are present in the Ectocarpus? So in a Ectocarpus there are the presence of the ribbon type of the chloroplast, while the reticulate type of the chloroplast are in the Oedogonium, spiral in the Spirogyra. So in this way we can say that here the D will be the correct answer. Then presence of central vacuole with many peripheral nuclei is the characteristic feature of. If we see the algae, that is the Vaucheria, then here all the nuclei which are present in the thallus, they are present towards the periphery, while there is a presence of central vacuole in it, and hence the Vaucheria become the answer for this question. Then which of the following algae is freshwater algae? Earlier we have seen that the Chara is a freshwater and the Batrachospermum is also the freshwater algae, and hence both A and B become the answer for this question. Then which of the following pigments are present in the Batrachospermum? In Batrachospermum there is a presence of the phycoerythrin and the phycocyanin, then chlorophyll A and the chlorophyll B, and even the carotene is also present in the Batrachospermum, and hence all the above become the answer for this question. The Batrachospermum is earlier we have seen that the Batrachospermum is a member of Rhodophyta or Rhodophyce, and hence it is a red algae of the fresh water become the answer, as it is found in the fresh water. Then which of the following statement is correct for the Vaucheria? Number 1, zoospores are flagellated. This one is correct, that the zoospores when are released they are multiflagellated, and this is the correct statement. While the Aplanospores are without any flagella, and this is also the correct statement with respect to the Vaucheria, and hence both A and B become the answer for this question. Then which of the following spores produced by Vaucheria? In Vaucheria there is a formation of achaenates and even the Hypnospores in addition to that of the Zoospores and the Aplanospores, and hence C will be the correct answer for this question. Then which of the following statement is true for Vaucheria? Number 1, the filamentous unicellular algae, this is correct one, while the cenocytic and branched filament, as there is a cenocytic condition, that is the without septum, there is formation of the unicellular condition, and hence both these statements are correct. Then which of the following group of algae is called as yellow-green algae? So the member of Xanthophyceae are known as the yellow-green algae. Friends, I am very much hopeful and confident that all these questions will be helpful to you in preparation of your online examinations conducted by the different universities in this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you very much for watching this lecture completely. Friends, if you like this lecture and if it is beneficial to you, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life sciences titles. And don't forget to join the Telegram group with the link given in the description so that you can take the advantage of the different literature assistance in PDF form as well as the career opportunities in life sciences in India and abroad. If you want to contact us, please visit our website www.botanyforyou.com. Thanks a lot once.